Hey, what's up, y'all? Today is my birthday. Happy birthday to me, and that can only mean one thing. Today we're eating steak. Let's get to it. What's up, y'all? Welcome to BKC Cooks. I'm Brandon Carpenter, and today it is my birthday, and we're doing steak. We're doing a reverse seared steak today. It's probably not what you're used to, but it's gonna be, as you already know, absolutely delicious. If you're new here, do me a favor. Click that bell, click that subscribe button so you're notified when I drop a new video. And if you're not new, thanks for tuning back in, y'all. So again, we're doing reverse seared. So we're gonna cook this most of the way in the oven, and we're gonna sear it at the end. And again, that's probably a lot different than what you're used to doing, but the result, in my opinion, is so much better than searing it first and trying to cook it to your temperature. So let's give it a shot. I know it's gonna turn out great. So let's go. Start off by getting yourself a really good steak. Cheap steak just won't cut it. It won't ever work. So I've got a beautiful ribeye here. It's about 1 inch thick. And we're gonna season this really well. So I'm gonna get some kosher salt. I'm gonna season this liberally on all sides and all the edges. This is a big piece of meat, and it can stand up to quite a bit of seasoning. You don't want a salt crust here, but you do want it seasoned very well. So we're gonna get all sides and make sure we're covered all around. And we're gonna do the same thing with black pepper. Again, season really well on all sides and all the edges. We're gonna let this steak come up to temperature for about a half an hour. So it's just gonna sit out here on the counter till we're ready to stick it in the oven. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. I've got my steak sitting on a rack, and that rack is inside of a baking pan. That'll help the steak cook evenly and help air get all around it. I'm gonna use a probe thermometer to cook this. If you don't have this piece of equipment or any of the other stuff I've got, just look in the About section on my page, and I'll have links for all this stuff. So you want the very tip of this probe to be in the middle of the steak. So that's about where we want it to be. The easy way to do it is use your thumb and your index finger and just take a quick measurement. And you know that, see your index finger is where the tip of that probe needs to be. And so my thumb is where the crook in that probe is gonna be on the steak. So you just insert your probe and try to keep it centered. Because again, the center is where you're gonna get your most accurate measurement. I'm gonna cook this to about 125. I want my steak to be around 130 to 135. We'll stick this in the 250-degree oven until our thermometer beeps. All right, so the alarm on my thermometer's gone off. That means my steak is at 125 degrees. We're gonna pull these out, take a look at them. These, at this point, do not look like the steak that we want. They're kind of funky, kind of gray looking. Unappetizing, but all that's going to change shortly. We're going to sear these, and you're going to see a world of difference. So we'll let these sit for about 10 minutes, and we'll get to searing. I have a heavy skillet that I'm heating up over medium-high heat till it's smoking hot. I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of oil. You want to use canola or grapeseed, something with high heat capacity so that you're not scorching anything. We're going to lay the steak in away from us, so we're going to splash ourselves with hot oil. Now let this sit for a minute. Don't touch it, don't look at it. After a minute, we're going to take a quick look. This is searing and browning really nicely, but I want it a little more uniform, so I'm going to put it back down for about 30 more seconds. Okay, now we're gonna check this. And this is looking great. Beautiful golden brown sear all the way across. And we're gonna gently put this other side back in again so we don't splash ourselves with hot oil. And to our pan, we're gonna add a clove of garlic. We're gonna add a sprig of thyme. And we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of butter. So as the butter starts to melt, all of the flavors are going to start coming together. The garlic, the thyme, all the drippings from your steak from when we seared the first side. So you just want to mix all this stuff up and just start basting your steak. And you'll want to baste this over and over continuously for about a minute to a minute and a half until your second side is seared just as well as the first side was. So just keep basting. Don't stop. So be sure that you sear the fat cap on the side of your steaks as well. You're going to set up a nice crust on those. Only take a few seconds to get that golden brown. It'll make a much bigger difference than you think. So once we got all this seared off, we're gonna move it to a board. We're gonna cover it loosely with foil and let it sit for 10 minutes. So now we're ready to slice. I'm gonna cut into about 1/2 inch slices. Have a really sharp knife, and that's what you want. You wanna slice this steak, you don't wanna tear it. We've spent all this money and all this effort. We wanna do this right. So we're all sliced up. Let's take a quick look here. Oh yeah, I've got a beautiful medium rare. That's perfect for me. That's medium rare edge to edge, just the way I like it. And that's one of the big advantages of using this method. So let's get plated up, get ready to serve. All right, so our steak is done. We're gonna dig into it and see how it came out. I already know that it's delicious just by looking at it, but we have to prove it. So, oh yeah, that's good, son. Baby girl, you might not be getting any of this. Because I want it all for myself.
It is his birthday.
Right, it's my birthday.
And so that baby doesn't get any either.
But I can find something.
He'll eat some ramen or something.
I love steak, but
No, this is seriously good, y'all. But eat your steak how you want it. I like mine medium rare. Although, if you like well done, we can't be friends, so. Thank y'all for tuning in. Do me a favor as always, y'all. Click that bell, click that subscribe button if you haven't done it already. That way you're notified when I got a new video that drops. And good eating to y'all. Take care.
sir, can you please pant somewhere else?
Stop it. Hey everybody, welcome to Be Safe. Oh well, so much for all that.